Hello, welcome to my first in a new series. Okay, in this series we're going to learn about C# programming, game programming in C#. Okay, now most people automatically assume we're going to be using XNA, and yes, we will get onto XNA, but for the time being, we are going to use a kind of game engine that I created, a set of methods that you can use to create games in C# very easily, much more easier than XNA. Now it's obviously not as powerful as XNA, but um, it is a good place to start. It's much easier to start off with, and it is beneficial if you actually know some of the terms and the basics of game programming before you dive into XNA, because it is quite well, you'll be diving in at the deep end, put it that way. So anyway, what you need to do is you're going to go to not Google, tutorilla.com / game sdk.zip, okay, and download that. Once you've downloaded it, you'll find that the zip file, close your browser, there should be a zip file, and when you extract it and go into it, you should have a folder like this here, and you're going to open this 2D game language Visual C# project file. So once you open it, you'll have this this project loaded, okay, and if you'll notice here, you'll have this project loaded over here in your Solution Explorer. If you double click on bgl.cs, you will automatically be this form be opened. Now this form has already certain set properties, such as it is non-resizable and doesn't have a maximize button. You can change this if you want, but I automatically set this so as you would have the same window size as me whenever we're doing the tutorials, and everything would look the same. So that's why. Now if you right click on that and go to view code, this is where your program code is all stored. Now you've got all these regions that I've minimized and stuff, so as you don't actually need to look at those. The only two, you don't even need this actually, this is your constructor, you can leave this alone. The only two that you're going to bother with is public void init and private void update. So what does init do? Init is, this is where you load resources and your level here, okay? So any images or sprites or whatever, or sounds or files or whatever it is you need to load, you load them up here, okay? This happens before the game actually begins, so anything you need loaded, do it here. It'll save time doing it down later on. Okay, now update, this happens, okay? What happens whenever you're running a game, if you think about it, whenever a guy is moving across the screen, it looks fluid, and like it's like a video, for example. A video does not actually, there's no real such thing as a video. A video is just a series of images played quickly after each other, and a game is kind of the same. Whenever your character moves, an image is displayed on your screen. Well, if your screen is like 50 Hz, then it's 50 times a second, or if it's 60 whatever, so I don't know, maybe megahertz, I can't remember. But anyway, it could, 60 times a second, whatever. But yeah, this update method is called so many times a second, and this updates the stuff on your screen. So if you want to move a character, you do it down here, and then your screen will update, and it'll look just like fluid motion to the player. Now, like I said, it's not as powerful as XNA, and it can only create simple 2D based games. However, this is the perfect place to start. It's simple and you'll be able to create games straight away. So anyway, there is no documentation with it, which I know you might be thinking is bad, but if you go down here, start of game methods, okay, these are all the methods that can be used. Now there's not really a description beside them, but most of the methods have a self-explanatory name. For example, set title, that is the title of the window. Set background color, set background color as well, background image, stuff like that. They're very self-explanatory, and I'll explain most of them in the tutorials anyway. However, if you have any questions, please do ask me. It's post a comment on my YouTube channel, or even better, on my Tutorilla forums, okay? till we get that started up. Also down here you get the game input methods. Okay, for example, well, draw is not really game input, but every time the key's pressed or keys lifted or mouse is clicked or whatever, or mouse is moved, it'll register down here, and you can use these methods to detect changes and stuff like that there. So first of all, if you don't know C# already, or you haven't watched my beginner C# tutorials and advanced C# tutorials, please do so first of all, so as you will know most of the basic principles of C# before starting creating a game. The first game we're going to create is a Pong game, because I've been requested to do that. Also, don't worry if I know some people have been saying, you know, they want XNA tutorials and stuff, and like I said, this is only a stepping stone before we get to XNA. I will create XNA tutorials, okay, but XNA is quite difficult and not the best place to start to learn game programming. Okay, I want to ease you into it gently, and then we will get to the big complex 3D stuff where you will be able to create your Xbox games, whatever it is you want to do. Okay, so for the time being, this is a custom built C# kind of game engine style thingy that you can use to create simple 2D games, and we're going to do that over the next few tutorials. So yeah, sorry I haven't created a tutorial in a while, but we're going to start on this, and hopefully you'll see me creating more tutorials more frequently anyway. So thanks for watching. In the next tutorial we're going to start on our Pong game. Okay, so thanks for watching, and please subscribe and check out my website shooterella.com.